Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree. Excuse me. I'm a transgender woman, and today I'm talking about Minecraft. This is my Minecraft retrospective. Can you believe Minecraft is over a decade old at this point? Holy shit. First came on the scene around 2011 in the underground indie scene, and then took off like wildfire. And today, one of the most profitable video game franchises of all time. So, this isn't going to be a historical retrospective on the development of Minecraft. There's already better videos out there for that. I highly recommend you find them. As is often the case of this channel, this is going to be mostly my personal discovery of Minecraft and thoughts on the product. So, I initially avoided Minecraft because it came out around the time I had walked away from the Wii. And I've done a video on this. One of the reasons I lost interest in the Wii is the reason I was enamored by it in the first place. And that is the retro Nintendo culture. You know, my obsession with the 8-bit, 16-bit era. The Wii was a vehicle of delivering retro goodness to me. So for a while, I enjoyed the Wii. But after a while, I got bored with retro Nintendo. You know, I was watching nothing but retro Nintendo channels. Angry Video Game Nerd, Pat the NES Punk, Nintendrew, both of the Johns, the immortal John Hancock and John Riggs. I was watching Metal Jesus Rocks, Lockston and Noggin. Basically, what's his name? The doofus who knows he's a doofus. Scott the Woz, there it is. If they were talking about Nintendo, I was watching their YouTube. I was playing nothing but retro Nintendo. There's a point to this. Bear with me. And when I saw Minecraft, it looked like it was a retro Nintendo 8-bit style cash-in, is what it looked like. You know, blocky 8-bit graphics in 3D space. So, like, if Super Mario 64 had been done in blocky 8-bit graphics, basically, was my initial impression of the game. And I had no interest in it. None whatsoever. So I avoided Minecraft for the longest time. In 2013, knee-deep in the Wii U, I was getting bored with Nintendo. I was still enamored, interested enough in the Nintendo home console. I wanted to own the Nintendo home console to buy the big games. You know, Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, etc. But I was losing interest in the ancillary product and the retro, bullshit. I was just losing interest in it. So I was looking for something new to play. So in 2013, in September of 2013, I bought 2 new consoles. I bought a PS2 for the first time. Had previously been tremendously knee-deep in GameCube during that generation. And I bought a PS3. I got the PS3 because it was relatively cheap at the time. I think it was like $150 for the Ultra Slim, the one with the top loader and the 12 gigabyte flash memory built in, or flash hard, whatever it was, hard drive or whatever. So I bought that one and bought a bunch of PS2 HD collections. You know, all those HD collections of PS2 games on the PS3, and went all in on the PS3 retro scene. So I was buying PS1 and PS2 games on the PSN store. A whole bunch of, 90s retro. I decided I was over the 8-bit pixel art. I wanted something new, but not too new. And then in November of that same year, I bought a PS4. The very first game I got on my PS... Well, it came with 5 games. So I bought it on Black Friday. It came with 2 games pre-installed, or pre-purchased, I should say. digital codes you could redeem and add to your PlayStation account, which I did. And then the Walmart that sold me the PS4, also it came with a physical disc of Destiny built in the box, and then the Walmart for buying the PS4 gave me 2 free games off the shelf. Take your pick. So I got Destiny bundled. It came with Battlefield 4 and Uncharted 4, I believe. And then I bought Watch Dogs because that was the game that I picked. And Knack was the other game I picked. I took it home, installed Battlefield 4, and then promptly uninstalled it. Watched the playable demo, not playable demo, but the gameplay trailer, I should say, of Uncharted. Realized that I hadn't played the previous entries in the franchise, so I put that one on the back burner. Installed and played some Watch Dogs. Found out Destiny was an online-only game, and I didn't have internet at my house at the time. I had to take my PS4 to work on the weekend to connect to the company Wi-Fi to download the updates and to install the DVD drivers that was necessary to be able to watch movies on the goddamn thing, which is stupid, but that's whatever. And so I dismissed that game, and I played a few hours of Knack, and I was like, alright, this is fucking boring. I need something else to play. So I bought a few games that I was familiar with, Mortal Kombat X, Street Fighter, I think it was Street Fighter 5 and Super Street Fighter 4 Turbo, and then I bought, which that might have been PS3, I could be getting confused, and then I bought Final Fantasy 15, and then I was at the used video game store, and they had a copy of Minecraft PS4 edition for like $10 used. So I took a chance on it. I took it home, popped it in. I was like, we'll see what it is. So I booted up the Mortal Kombat X. Again, I don't have internet at the house, so it's telling me I have to install this big update to play the game. Otherwise, I'm limited to just like 5 characters and 1 background. I was pissed. So I was like, fuck you, this sucks. The Street Fighter games were fun. I played them for a little bit. It's Street Fighter, but it was like, it still wasn't enough. I tried to play Final Fantasy 15, and I couldn't get into it. So then I was like, alright, let's try this Minecraft. Let's see what the fuck this is all about. So I booted up the game, and it immediately gives me 2 choices. Do you want to play survival mode or creative mode? Actually, it had a third mode. I think the third mode was adventure mode, but I never tried adventure mode. But this was the PS4 console edition. This was before Bedrock. Before they unified everything. And so I decided, let's try survival mode. Let's see what it is. And it dropped me in a forest, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay, so I got trees, and I got, what looks like a mountain, and a creek down at the bottom of the trees, and I see some sheep, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. The game gives you no instructions at all. It doesn't come with an instruction book. There's no tutorial or nothing. It just jumps you in. It's just like, here you go, play Minecraft. And I'm like, what do I do? Well, I did check the little box that said give me a bonus chest. So I opened up the bonus chest and figured out how to put the random items in my inventory, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I was walking around just looking for stuff to do, and it got nighttime, and so I'm walking around my little base area, and a fucking skeleton comes out of nowhere and kills me, and I was pissed. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Where did he come from? What is going on? And I respawned, and the skeleton was still there, and he killed me again, and I was on this die, respawn loop for about 10 minutes, and then I got frustrated and turned the game off and said, this is stupid, I'm not playing this fucking game. So I ejected the disc, put it on my shelf, and decided, alright, I'll just stick to PS3 and Wii U for now. So one day, I don't know, probably a few months later, some time goes by, and I get bored, and I'm sitting at home, and I decide to try again. I was like, let's give it a second chance. Let's see what creative mode looks like. So I went into the game and I created a whole new world, creative mode, and you're just floating around, and you got an inventory full of blocks, and you're stacking blocks, and it's like, this is fucking Legos. This is just Legos. I'm not a big fan of Legos. So again, I turned the game off in a huff, like, Jesus Christ, why is this game fucking popular? What the hell do assholes see in this piece of shit? And again, I put it back on the shelf and didn't take another look at it for some time. One day, I was browsing the internet, the YouTube, and I was watching my, YouTube videos, my video game YouTube videos that I was obsessed with at the time. And somebody was doing a Minecraft Let's Play. It was just a random Let's Play Minecraft. And I was like, why the fuck would anybody play Minecraft? So I decided to watch the video. And it was like a whole different game. I was like, this is not the game I was playing. What is going on here? How is this possible? What are you doing? I was confused. So I just typed in, how do you play Minecraft in the YouTube? And I got the basic tutorial. Step 1, punch a tree. Get some wood. Make a wooden pickaxe. Find some cobblestone. Dig until you get coal. And then it gave me like the step-by-step how to play. And then I was like, oh, that actually does look fun. That does look cool. So I went and started. I didn't want to go back to my previous saves. I started a brand new save. This time I spawned in the fucking desert. Like, no, I didn't want to use the checkbox to get the bonus chest this time. I wanted to play it proper. And I set it to normal mode because I figured, why not? And so I'm like, where are the fucking trees? And then I was like, alright, hold on, slow down. They said find trees, let's go find some trees. So I wandered around until I found trees. And I gathered the wood, and then I went back to my little desert base, and I dug up some sandstone, and I built a sandstone hut. And I noticed there was a mountain right next to my base, so I decided to tear down the mountain. So I filled my inventory with stone shovels. And I went and then just collected all the sand. And the ocean was to the left of me where I spawned. The mountain was to the right. The ocean was to the left of me. So I was just filling in the ocean with the sand. I was just like filling in the sand. Tearing down the mountain. Flattened the mountain. And then kept going. Figuring out to place torches along the way. Because that was in the tutorial. To keep the monsters from murdering me. And then I'm digging in the now I've uncovered the mountain. Now I'm down to cobblestone. And so I have to switch my shovels to pickaxes. And I'm digging up the cobblestone. And out of nowhere, this fucking witch walks up, throws a potion on me. I fall off the cliff, land in the lava, and lose all my shit. And now I'm pissed off again. But decide, alright, respawn, start over. Whatever. I didn't have any diamonds or iron or anything like that. I was still I was still primitive. I was still learning the game, so I was still using stone tools. Excessive amounts of stone tools. And then I realized there was a crafting recipe if you had the crafting table, and I noticed there were some things that were grayed out that I couldn't craft. And then as you unlocked things, you got achievements. So I started to hunt for the achievements. I decided I needed more wood. I'd run out of wood because I was in the desert, and I'd already chopped down the forest, and I hadn't figured out that you could replant the saplings yet. I wasn't even collecting saplings. I was just dropping them on the ground. I was just getting them out of my inventory because they were taking up space. And so I ran out of wood. And no wood means no sticks to make tools with. So I was at a dead end. So I was like, alright, there's nothing else to do. So I decided to abandon that save and start a new one. Well, I had been watching YouTube tutorials on how to build things in Minecraft on the YouTube. So I decided to try creative mode. And I went in, and at first I didn't know what to do. I was just stacking blocks and trying different things out, trying to replicate some of the builds I saw on the YouTube. And then I remembered my love of SimCity. And I got an idea. So I went onto the store and I purchased the city texture pack. And I started a new creative map. This time super flat, because that was an option. And I went in the super flat world, and I built my town. I started with a church in the woods, a cabin in the woods, and then a little ranch and a little farmhouse. And then I just built around it. I gave them a post office, and then I gave them a bank, and then I gave them a movie theater and a gas station, and I just built a town until it built up into a city, progressed naturally into a city. At this point, I realized that was how I wanted to play Minecraft. That was what I wanted to do with Minecraft. So I created multiple creative saves. Different saves for different builds I wanted to try. At this point, and I'm still on PS4 console edition, mind you. At this point, I start playing around with the settings, trying different things. There's a super flat option that allows you to customize the layers. So I was like, alright, I'm going to make a layer of bedrock and 2 or 3 layers of cobblestone, and then a couple layers of dirt, and then I'm going to put a layer of sand on top of that, and then a layer of redstone, a layer of diamonds, and then a layer of grass, and then I'm going to play the game. Played around in it, had some fun. You also had different world sizes back then. You had small, regular, or old classic it was called. You had medium, large, and then super large, or something like that. So I put it on the smallest world setting you could. Went into creative mode. Spawned a water bucket and flooded the world until I covered every block with water, until there was nothing but water. I had fun doing this, playing around with it like this. So I would spawn a village, and then I would go in with a lava bucket and murder the villagers. You know, it's the lava, run! We made the goddess angry. Eventually, I discovered a little bit, I got better at survival mode. So I decided to try again. Only this time, I put it on easy mode. I said, let's just play easy mode. Normal was too hard. I kept dying. So, I'm doing the standard build. You know, I'm building a little house with a little farm. I'm planting my crops. Back then, it was just wheat. There were no other crops. And it was called wheat seeds. It wasn't just called seeds yet. So, I was planting my wheat seeds. And I was, harvesting my crops. And I was trying to wrangle the animals so I could get some sheep and cows and harvest the leather and whatnot. And I'm looking in my chest because my chest was outside, because I kept all my chests outside my hut because there wasn't a lot of space inside. And I hear a psst, dead. I didn't know what the fuck happened. Apparently a creeper walked up on me and blew me up. And I was pissed. So this time I decided to abandon that mode, that save, and start a brand new one. This time I decided I want to make actual real progress. Actual real progress. So I set it to peaceful mode, and I turned the cheat on, daylight, always daylight, so I wouldn't get monsters, and I gave myself the bonus chest, and I just wanted to see what I could build in survival mode without getting killed by goddamn monsters. Enderman stealing the bricks off my chimney, off the roof of my house, creepers blowing a hole in my fucking yard, fucking skeletons pumping me full of fucking arrows. I was over it. I'm not that good at video games. I don't have fast reflexes. So I decided to just learn just practice learning the controls, getting, exploring, getting good at mining, getting good at crafting, getting good at building armor and weapons and setting up farms. Just doing the stuff you're supposed to do in survival mode, but without the threat of monsters. And I got pretty far. I had a lot of fun. After a while, I decided to try survival mode again on easy this time. I was like, let's try easy again. And I decided, first things first, before I do anything, collect the necessary amount of blocks to build a mud hut, so I have a safe place to hide at night when the monsters show up, while I look for wood or coal. Wood I can make into charcoal and make torches, and as I get coal I can make more torches, and then I just flooded the place with torches, and I started farming that way. After a while, I became obsessed with Minecraft, as you probably already know if you follow me on social media. I ended up buying the Wii U version of the game, because I still had my Wii U at the time. I ended up buying the PS3 console version of the game. I ended up buying Minecraft Story Mode on PS3. I ended up buying Minecraft for Windows 10 for my laptop at the time, which came with Java Edition as a bonus, a freebie for buying Windows 10, which later became Bedrock. At first, I wasn't a big fan of Java at all. I was like, nope, don't like this version. The Windows 10 version was very similar to the PS4 console edition, but it had the Java style of crafting. It didn't have the old style of crafting, or not the old, but the console crafting. It was a different type. It was a different crafting system that at the time I wasn't used to, because I'd gotten used to the console crafting, and so I didn't play the PC version very much. Well, I ended up, long story, but I ended up living with my parents again in their house. Didn't have any way to hook up the PS4 or the Wii U or anything else, so I was stuck on my laptop, basically. So I decided, alright, Java Edition sucks, so let's just play Windows 10. And so I started a new city in creative mode, and I built this mega city in creative mode. I played it for 3 years, building this mega city with a mega mall and skyscrapers, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, a big football stadium for my, a giant high school, a middle school, I was just built this mega city. And I spent 3 years building this mega city. And then the game, over time, eventually upgraded into Bedrock Edition. Same thing on my PS4 console. I lost my Wii U when actually it was stolen, so I no longer had access to that. I sold the PS3 version of the game because I'm an idiot. I should have kept it. And then the 1.18 update happened. The Caves and Cliffs update happened. The big one that expanded the world, and it broke my game save. It put these giant chasms in the middle of my city, and it wasn't recoverable. And I lost all my work, and I was pissed. So I decided to stop playing on the laptop. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing that again. So I've pretty much stuck to the PS4 edition ever since. I tried it on my tablet. I tried it on my phone. Can't do it. Can't get used to the touch controls. My current laptop does not have a functional graphics card, unfortunately, so the game is not playable on my current laptop. It won't even load, so I don't even bother. And now, today, I just have fun in survival mode. I'm building a mega city in survival mode. I have a village. I'm breeding villagers. I'm building skyscrapers and towers and, pyramids and monuments and all kinds of fun stuff. And that's pretty much my experience with Minecraft up to today. I dabbled in story mode. I tried Legends. Was it Legends? Something like that. I tried some of the spin-off games and couldn't get into them. I do have a pretty robust collection of Minecraft figures and play sets, some Minecraft Lego sets, other Minecraft collectibles. I have a Minecraft ball cap and some other stuff. Pretty into Minecraft these days. But it took me a long while to get there, and I was very apprehensive at first. So, what's my conclusion? Well, as of today, May 13th, 2014, Minecraft is it's all I do. When I'm not making videos, I'm playing Minecraft. It's my entire life. It is literally the only video game I play. And when I'm not doing videos, I'm playing Minecraft. When I'm not playing Minecraft or making videos, I'm watching other people play Minecraft on YouTube. That's pretty much it. Stay cool.